There are three types of fun. Type 1 fun is enjoyable while it's happening and afterwards when you think back on it. It's commonly referred to as fun. Eating delicious food, going mountain biking, seeing a great movie. I love me some Type 1 fun. Type 2 fun is awful at the time, a miserable experience in the moment, but really fun in retrospect. It's running a marathon, getting up with your infant at night, when you run out of gas and have to hitchhike to the gas station. It's looking fondly on your suffering. And then there's Type 3 fun. It's actually not fun at all. It's sucked during the moment, and it isn't any fun to look back on either. Teaching is filled with all three types of fun. There's those book discussions where every student came prepared, and the conversation is just flowing, and you get to just sit back and watch in awe. Or when I had my students read the short story to build a fire, and then I surprised them and we went outside and built actual fires. These moments are fun at the time, and they're fun to look back on. They're Type 1 fun. And then there's Type 2 fun. Like when there was a temporary power outage and you had to do your whole lesson that was planned to be done with your computer, but instead you had to improvise and do it on paper, and it just didn't go the way you planned it to. And it wasn't fun at the time, but now you look back on it as a story that happened, and maybe you can even laugh at it. You know, it was like that time when my student asked me if she could bring in her pet baby goats to my classroom, and I was like, no, I'll get in trouble for that. And what did the girl do? She brought them in anyway, and it was really fun for a little bit until the goats got out and they started pooping all over the hallway and they ran underneath my principal's feet, and I got in a lot of trouble. I even got a reprimand letter in my folder, my official folder. That wasn't fun at the time, but it's really fun to tell that story now. That's Type 2 fun. And then there's Type 3. Not fun at the time and not fun later. I'm talking proctoring the SAT, or when you're out of energy and nothing seems to be working to manage your students. When you get chewed out by a parent or a principal and you go home wondering if teaching is actually the job for you. Teaching has plenty of Type 3 fun as well. But here's something I've learned over time. We can learn from all three types of fun. When times are good and full of joy, replicate that. Find ways to do more of it. Sometimes it's that Type 1 fun that keeps teachers in the classroom. It compensates for Type 3. And then Type 2, while it's not great in the moment, it serves to remind us that difficult times make us stronger if we allow ourselves to look back on them and laugh. It's all about mindset. I didn't like getting in trouble for the whole goat incident, but it makes for a really good story. And if I'm being honest, a viral video. So the real trick is to think of those stories and figure out what's funny about them. Where is the joy hidden in them? And then Type 3 fun. Life is sometimes hard. Teaching is hard, and we don't always enjoy it. But I've found over and over again in my own life and career that it's sometimes the least enjoyable moments that teach us the most. It was listening to a parent yelling at me that I learned how to diffuse these types of situations and communicate to someone who is highly emotional. It was accidentally shaming a student in front of the whole class that I learned how to humbly apologize to my students. It was through proctoring an 8-hour SAT that I learned that I think we need to change the education system up a bit, and that I want to start being more vocal about it. The hottest fire makes the hardest steel. I've also learned that no matter how difficult something was for me, no matter how hopeless a situation was, or however bad it seemed, here I am on the other side of it. I made it. You are capable of far more than you sometimes give yourself credit for. Sometimes in life, you just have to reflect on where you are now, despite what you've been through. So if you are just getting into teaching, know that there is going to be all types of fun. And one of them isn't that much fun at all, but all of them are necessary. And if you've been doing this a while, you already know this. And so I would challenge you to pay attention to what your experiences are trying to teach you, to see your life as a story, and all challenges are a gift to help shape you into a stronger, more effective, joyful person and teacher. So now, go have some Type 1 fun.